Sunday night lights on IBB10. Sussex football, we go again. Digger diaries bringing receipts. Billy Wood talking fact from the seats. Lee Pen locked in, no bedtime yet. Goalie Mont on mute, place your bets. Rumours flying, managers stress. Who's signing who, we're not impressed. Non-league smoke, we say it loud, step by step. We move the crowd from the dugout straight to your screen. Black and white with the Sussex scene. IB10, don't miss the show. Sunday night, everybody knows. Powered up, but let the whistle blow. IB10, live!
We're live.
See, I can never hear the. I said to Mark, I can never hear the tune. So
Are you not?
No, I don't know why. So I need someone to go like that or go, we're live. But as Billy said, yes, we're live. I'm back after a week off. I'm back.
No.
Don't worry. But no, it's good to be back. I will just say now, look, I needed a break. I had a bit of a dip and I needed a week away from social media and the lot, but back refreshed and chosen quite a good time to come back, gentlemen, with a weekend that we just had. We've got lots and lots to talk about, but as always, we are an award-winning podcast. Every Sunday, 8 o'clock, we will be live for your faces. So, starting to my left, Mike, how are we, mate? And how was your weekend?
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, people at home. Happy Sunday night, IBB10. We're back again. Yeah, look, I've had a really good weekend, to be fair. When I caught a game, look, I wasn't supposed to catch a game yesterday. I was supposed to go car shopping with the missus, but she couldn't get her shit in order.
Hold on, is that? I'm not going to say it live on air. Is that the Brucey bonus one?
Yes, yeah. Nice one. Nice one. But she couldn't get her shit in order about which one she wanted to buy. So I said, look, if you don't make a decision by like 12 o'clock, I'm going to football. So she didn't make a decision. And I ended up watching, going to Culver Road, go locally, watch Lancing play their first home game against Seaford. And funny enough, I was there with our new match day commentator, Russ Cochran, man of the people, former councillor, absolute genuine guy. Russ was there. He had all his cameras on and that. He's got some brilliant footage we're going to chop up and that. Thank you, Russ. Welcome to the team, lad. And then today, which I've just got back from a youth tournament at Loxwood FC, sponsored by the In the Dugout app, the hottest app in non-league football around here. One, I must say, first of all, shout out to Mark Lacey, Ian Matthews, Graham Sugargold, all the boys down there, little Taylor as well. One of the most organised youth tournaments I've seen. Absolutely. I tell you, it was flawless. Absolutely flawless. It was teams on there. There was two sets of teams. There was like the under 9s to about the under 12s in the morning, and then the slightly older lads in the afternoon. Referees were fantastic. We had Gareth from AM SNF Food Guy. Gareth was there doing his coffees. He made it.
What did you have, Mike?
Huh? What did I have?
Yeah.
I had one Cruzy Campo, only one. But I also fallen in love with the old peach iced teas at the moment.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, can't complain with them, mate. Can't complain. It was hot out there, so it was a good thing that with all the droughts and that, the only water that was going around was this one here. The absolute Dugout 90, mate. I tell you. So,
Up the dugout.
yeah. And look at some of these teams just down the bottom. They're already getting ready to place orders and things like that. That is happening this week, by the way.
Yeah, a bit of pilot film.
Yeah, they're going to be in there. They're going to be in Hastings as well. But I just wanted to say that the Loxwood tournament today was absolutely fantastic. All those kids, I was presenting little medals and trophies. I loved it. They were doing the ooh, type thing, you know, and it's wonderful to see. Because I know obviously we talk about senior football, adults football, and that. Bill, you've been heavily involved in the women's game. Lee, you've been heavily involved in the five-a-side game, and you know, it's always nice to see the youngsters coming through and that.
Yeah, it is. Well, on that, sorry, jump in quickly on that. On the women's, we don't talk women's football. Just want to give a big shout out to our women's manager, Lauren Skinner Swain, the other half of Jay Skinner Swain, the Bexhill manager. So maybe they are the first. I don't know if they're the first management duo in Sussex. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. It's a look. I won't go into it too much, but it is a complete rebuild for her. But that's not a bad thing. I think the club needs new blood, player-wise, in it, in the sense to change the scope of where it's gone in the past. Like, I realised that myself coming into it last year, that there was a lot of bad habits that creeped into the squad, and it's never a bad thing when some players move on up higher. That's great because you want them to do that. When some players decide to, I don't know, let's just say, take a poor option and drop many leagues below, that's on them. But what it does is it allows the manager to have a new, fresh impetus, put her own stamp on the team, and as a club, we're really supportive of that. And just wanted to just take a little moment, one, to probably say that I think that is the only management married couple in Sussex.
That must be mad. That must.
Their house must be hell.
I'd love to get them both on the show. I'd love to get them both on the show.
No, we should. We should.
That would be good.
You should get them on the SNF, like your Wednesday one.
Yeah,
because I think that would be brilliant. That would be brilliant.
Yeah. I think we're going to do that.
Yeah, you should. But look, any players in Sussex, women's players in Sussex that want to be in a club that are super ambitious again, at Hastings United, super ambitious again, both in men's and women's football, that understand that it's not been great last couple of years off the pitch, but willing to make it right, and are a stone's throw away from being at a redeveloped pilot field within. It's in our eye. It's
we know it's massive, exciting times. Right?
It is there. So, like, all I can say is, if you're not getting in at your club, you're not happy at your club, you're not sure, you want a new challenge, find Sharpie, and that's her nickname. Find her on social media and give her a message, because do you know what? She's been there since the start of the women's team. She's captained the women's team, and she's now the manager of the women's team. So
that's a story in itself, Bill.
Yeah,
mate. She was our first signing, mate. She's our first signing.
I'm actually up Bexhill to go and see my mate Baller Tosser up there. Shout out Tots. When they get the old cricket, I think they have to wait a bit to get the old cricket back, don't they, after the cricket?
Yeah, well, thank God they have to wait, because I was looking at their pitch the other day. I feel sorry for Bexhill, because it's a recreation ground, isn't it? The Polegrove, right? And they had the fun fairs on it last week. They had the whole show the week before that or the week after that. And it's like dust at the moment, but because of obviously the weather, it's not been watered.
Yeah, weather's been terrible.
Hopefully, a bit of rain, a little bit of heat gets that pitch back to where it needs to be for a football. But mate, everyone's suffering from yellow pitches at the moment. You only have to look at the pictures on socials. It's been crazy.
I mean, the lots of ones. I made the stupid decision to wear my nice little limited edition pair of the old Jordans. Thought they'd look good. You know, ended up being dusty. Looked like they'd been pulled out of Tutankhamun's tomb today after getting back. But what have you been up to, Bill?
Yeah, it's your weekend, been, mate.
What have I been up to? So, great week, actually. Great week.
That's the business going.
Business is good. Just confirmed.
I've heard it's booming.
32-day tour for a very well-known, internationally well-known LA-based rapper for Europe. So he will be out on tour in March next year. Like,
you know, it's my birthday.
There's not so many people on this pod, so like, you know, it's not like I'm breaking the news. It's not out there public yet, but that's all confirmed. It's big, big dough. Big dough. But
my birthday in March, Bill.
You can, mate, you can come along. I'll tell you the London date, and you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
It's back end, right? But yeah, that's good. Obviously, SBTV stuff for the O2 Arena is looking good as well. We'll talk about the wrestling another time, but that show date has moved, Stu. So don't book your hotel. I'll send you the new date soon.
Are you joking?
No, it's all right. It's happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that to do with the fact that there is actually a very big event going on that same weekend there?
Yes.
Yes, I thought so.
Yes. So, but yeah, things are good. Footballing wise, it's been an interesting week. Went to Eastbourne United on Tuesday night. 4-0 winners, as I saw.
I heard you were good.
Yes, but look, I'm not naive. And nor is our management team. It's not like, oh wow, we won 4-0. We've cracked it, because we haven't. We haven't cracked it. But we followed it up with a 0-0 draw of hashtag yesterday. Created chances, didn't put them away, which wasn't the problem Tuesday night, but definitely was the problem yesterday. The one thing this team have got is a really good team spirit. They're all into, like, they're working hard, like they work hard for each other. They put themselves about the pitch. Yeah, I like it. I still think we're a couple off. I just had some really good conversations with a player today that Ronnie really wants. So hopefully we can get that done tonight or tomorrow morning. And then hopefully another one for the door as well. But yeah, we'll leave the socials to announce those. It won't be me. But yeah, no, it was good. It's been great. It's been I've also had the kids for like 3 or 4 days this week. So
I saw you've been doing daddy thing. I saw you. We've been everywhere. So we've been swimming, parks, farms. Great fun, and that's the summer holidays, right? And now I'm getting bullied to the holiday. So I don't know whether it's next week or the week after. I've got to go away on holiday somewhere, and but now I've got to try and find in summer holidays a cheap holiday. And I'll say cheap. What I mean by that is the prices are like, to go anywhere. It's like $5,000, like anywhere nice, and the rest. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my kids are all adult prices now, apart from the little one. Right? It's a nightmare. So yeah, I'm going to be.
What a lot of people don't know about you, though, Bill, is people might think you're a bit Marmite, but you're actually a super devoted dad. You move big meetings, and this is it. And people, he won't mind me saying this. You move big meetings around with big people that you think you can't move that to go and see his daughters play or go and see his last day or the things like that all the time. I know you do that, Bill.
Yeah, 100%, like 100%. Like they come first, right?
Yeah.
Football, don't get me wrong though, football has always been the thing that kind of I have to work around a little bit, and my 2 eldest mum is always telling me that, but it's more in jest because we do a lot with the kids anyway. So it's I love being a dad, but it's been a full-on week, and I've got another 5 weeks of half term. So
it's getting ridiculous, isn't it, mate? Because my boy is 14, right? He gets up about 12 o'clock each day. He goes to bed about 3 in the morning. You know,
it's crazy.
Obviously that's crap parenting from me, but he gets up and goes, "Oh, Dad, need some money." I go, "All right, mate. Yeah." I go, "All right, mate. Yeah, no drama, no drama. What can you do for me?"
Yeah. Well, listen to this. Listen to this, right? So my eldest is turning 15 in August, right? Same thing. Like
my boy's 15.
Yeah. So I actually know it's the worst bit. I reckon she's probably in the last week. She's probably spent between me and her mum looking at her bank statements of money going into her Monzo account. She's probably done about 250 quid. Like, who does she like?
Mate,
I genuinely have, like, petrol prices are going up. Like, things ain't cheap. The economy, like, don't matter what good deals I'm doing in, the margins are getting tighter, Mike. 10 years ago, 250 quid, I could sneeze and not even think about it. Now, not knowing what next 6 months holds, I'm panicking about anything going out. 250. I saw another 50 quid go into her account. I message her and go, why another 50? Like what? Like what does she need this money for?
You're gonna have to sell one of your 15 houses, Bill.
I'm good. I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do. This seriously gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to sell myself.
Oh no!
I'm gonna get a $5.
Oh, Bill, it's got to that point.
Only bills.
It's all right. We're doing the IBB10 only fan.
And lads, we are a couple of man down. So, well, actually, one.
No, actually, this is the original lineup.
It is the original lineup.
Monty, we've given a reprieve because we were going to publicly sack him last week for bringing the brand into disrepute after his under 18s got pumped by Milo. Yeah. However, he redeemed himself yesterday, and I think today he's either at the opera or the theatre or something like that. With Andrew Lloyd Webber or something like that. So
I did put in the group, our group chat that we have there. I was going to call him out on this retirement stuff because it's just all bollocks.
Well, we can talk about that when we talk about that game that happened, that Rothery game. But we do have one more man. He is currently in an Uber. Okay.
Oh no.
He is currently in an Uber. The wise man, Paul Wise, thought it was wise to drink 15 pints of Cruzy Campo before he does a live podcast. So we've managed to get him an Uber.
He's going to fall asleep, isn't
he? He might not have got out of the Uber. But
on a serious note, by the way, I'm not sure it's wise to put him on, and there's no pun intended.
No.
Do you know what? I'll make a judgment of that.
Can we put him in the screening? And if he is,
we'll make the call.
We might.
If he's like falling asleep,
but imagine. It might be ratings here, but I don't. It might be the end of IBB10.
Yeah.
Well, his last words in the group chat were, "Who are we going for tonight, then, lads? Who's having it?" And
as soon as I saw that, I just went,
"Wise man."
No. But what did I say to him when he went, "I'm 15"? And I went, "If I was 15, I'd be in a coma." Like I don't mind a drink, but I'm not like you. I'm not built like you lot. I am not built.
Listen,
like
I've seen some of those naughty nights down the Crouch when he was in charge at Seaford, and I tell you what, they knock long man's back like they're going out a date. There's some proper drinkers down there.
Yeah.
But we will make a judgment on the wise man when he enters the green room.
Yeah, we'll make a call there. But let's start with the games we were at yesterday. Mike, obviously you were at Lance and Seaford yesterday, for opening game of the season.
Yeah.
Mate, what was it like? Because from what I heard, it was a bit of a sort of game.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, so it is how it was. You got two teams that are pretty, I wouldn't say completely unrecognisable, but two teams that have had a rebuild this summer. Okay, you got Dale Hurley, who's coming in, who's gone it full on. Yeah. Russ, send them through to me. Send me through. Send me through to them. And they had a few key players, experienced players, Lanson, left on the bench.
Yeah, but why?
This is the thing. Like, so you had Packer on the bench. You had Rhodes on the bench. You had Lange on the bench. These are three guys that are they can influence the game, certainly, and they're working. They're Lancing team are quite young in there. Okay, they started really well, and it was quite a feisty game, in and out. I reckon potentially there could have been a red card in that game. There could have been another penalty. Lancing lost 1-0 to Seaford. And shout out to Darts as well. He was bang on nervous before the game. You know, he's one of my pals, Darts. There, top man, great guy.
Great guy.
I've been speaking to Darts a bit this week as well.
Yeah, and he's been nervous because, you know, it's like his full-time gig now. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I don't think in the past I've ever really had a good relationship. Maybe just a bit of a miss.
Really?
Yeah, not in a bad way. Like, but no, like obviously, there's always going to be misconceptions of people, right? Like, and I'm probably like worse for that. Like you say, when you say I'm Marmite, I think people do have misconceived perceptions a lot of the time about kind of the way I am about people, right? But anyone that knows, like, I've been on the phone the last 3-4 days. I've probably been on the phone to, I would say, 7 managers in the Prem, 4 or 5 in Div 1, a couple of Step 7 managers as well. One, trying to help some of them with players if I can, or just you know, shooting the breeze. Do you know what I mean? Because not that my opinion matters, because I don't think my opinion does matter, but like I do like to just to be a sounding board for someone. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's a nice thing to be. And I don't think me and Darts ever had that sort of relationship at all. I think maybe if I was a bit of a prick or like not work, like, you know, as people some do. But like, you know, I've been talking to him quite a bit, and I really want him to do well at Seaford, and you know, anything that we can do to help, we're always there to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. So the game went on. Seaford went 1-0 up. It was cagey affair. You know, it wasn't the greatest standard game. You could tell it was 2 new teams that probably both didn't want to lose the game. You know, they've had some. They're already coming in. The messages are already coming in, flying in. And Seaford went 1-0 up. And then Lancing got a penalty. Okay. And Langy took it. Langy missed. Okay. Then they got another one 10 minutes later. 10 seconds after Scott Packer come on, basically his first touch, stepped up the plate to take the penalty and missed. Yeah. So they missed 2.
Who took the second one?
Scott Packer and Langy. And they both missed. Yeah. You know, I understand why they took the penalties, because they were the 2 most senior people. And look, keepers done good saves.
Yeah, Archie Mack on those penalties. Like, Archie Mack listens to this. If like, I want to know if he bottled that, because he's now playing as a 9. Yeah, he can strike the ball better than anyone. They're number 9, Lancing's. Archie McGonagle. Big tall lad, strong. I used to call him the Sussex Gerrard, because he actually, you know, midfield he used to be, but he's now converted himself to a 9 because he's a lazy fucker. So I want to know if he bottled those. So if he's listening, I want to know if he was like, nah, I don't fancy it. Because he's giving it to me that he's scored 40 goals this season. So
no, listen, look, the Spurs and the keeper's done well. He saved both of them. Not too much more to take out of the game. Could have gone either way. Seaford could have had a red card. But then again, they could have. Lance could have had a penalty more. They could have had a penalty. You know, shout out to little young Ethan, who was running the line at 17 years old. Did a really good job. I thought really, really well, and quite a few in the crowd as well. There was, you know, about 230, I think, in there, 220, yeah, which was good. And that good. Lancing did miss 2 points. Evening, Reese.
Reese.
Off the defender was so it was an OG. Okay, yeah, fair enough. But yeah, look, both teams have a lot of work to do this season. I think they know that. Yeah. You know, but there's definitely big performances in them. I'm absolutely certain, and we will see, because we're going to go through some of these teams today, because there's been some shocks and that. But I think one thing though, Lee, we haven't asked how you've been, because we gave you a week off. You know, you've been putting all things together. Your new retro shirt business. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, I saw that bundle of shirts, by the way. Big old bundle, Dan.
Yeah. Anyone's got any retro shirts out there? Speak to the man who needs sun cream all the time. Needs him.
It's Tipex, mate. I'll just cover myself in Tipex.
But are
And
you
I'm fine.
We're gonna call you the Sussex Seamus. That's your name.
Are you refreshed now, Lee?
I am, mate. Yeah. Thank you, by the way. I'm back. I'm refreshed, and I'm ready to go for the season. And yeah, ready to. It just got to the point where, like I said at the start, I just needed a break. Everything with the baby coming and trying to juggle this and that. It got a bit too much. But no, I'm all good. I'm back. I had plenty of messages off of people, so thank you very much. But yeah, ready to go, and was at a very opening day shocker yesterday.
Yeah, let's start there, right? Because there's been a few things flying around today. All right.
Hi.
I've been at the old youth tournament, and I'm hearing things. And I think we're going to start where you went, Lee.
Yeah.
Okay. So you tell us how the game went, okay? And then let's address a few potential rumours that have been flying around about one of those clubs, okay? And bear in mind, I've spoke to the manager of that club within the hour, okay? And he knows I'm going to address it. So, over to you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So also yesterday I was at YM against Vardinians. And when you look at it, you look at last season to where the teams finished, that sort of thing. Both teams kept majority of their players. There wasn't too many players leaving. So you sort of look at it and go, you sort of favoured YM yesterday because they've bought, also they've still got Jordan Maguire-Drew, they've got Ryan Hall in, they've got goalkeeper who's a international experienced goalkeeper, so you're looking there a bit of an experienced head. But I tell you what, as soon as that game kicked off, Vardinians were all over Horsham YM first 20, 25 minutes. And, you know, they played well, like really well. To go 2 up, you look at it and you think it could be 3 or 4 here, the way they were playing. YM got a goal back just before half time. Second half came out, they looked a little bit better, more up for it. Obviously, don't know what was said half time. But looking at obviously YM lost 3-2, but you look at it and you think they lost Noel Fisher, who was a big player for him last season. And
it's very hard
massive.
to replace Noel Fisher at this level.
Yeah. And I don't feel they've replaced that player with someone they can just stick up front that's going to get them the 20, 25 goals that Noel got them. And to be fair, give it to Vardinians. They looked decent yesterday with a team that looked like they've really got it together, and the advantage of playing at Peacehaven this season, you ain't got to worry about the with Dean and how bad that can be now. So I don't write off Vardinians. I think they could be a shock this season.
I want to apologise to Brad and Tate. You know what I mean? Because I wrote them off like they were a two-legged horse in a Grand National. Yeah,
they could pull us some shocks this season, guarantee it.
And the curse has been lifted. The Lee Penn curse.
The curse is done. There is no more curse. When I go and watch Vardinians, curse is done. It's gone. It's evaporated.
I think that was. I was the results are coming through on the app, in the Dugout app. Go and download that. It was coming through, and I was like, and I legitimately had to speak to the webmaster and say, "Is this right? Are the V's up 2-0?" And he went, "Yes, confirmed."
Yeah,
I didn't bother texting anyone from YM or that because I knew it weren't the best time. Then I saw they came back to 2-2, didn't they?
Yeah, got it back to 2-2. But again,
Would last year's Vardinians have cracked when it come back to 2-2?
oh yeah. But this
Yeah.
season, they don't look like they would.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna jump in on here, Lee. I'm gonna jump in because
Go.
I'm gonna be really candid, right? So obviously, I listened. I watched your YouTube video yesterday, Giles talking, and obviously the Hastings conversation got brought up, and naturally there was conversations with managers on when David Nortendorf left the football club. We obviously did meet managers and speak to managers and get a vibe. I've known Liam Giles a long time, right? A long time. Yeah. And, obviously going back to the Croydon, he's his original stint at Croydon. So I'm talking not the second stint, the first stint. And when I watched his team play, just after COVID, it goes way back. And I've always enjoyed what he does. And I think he's exceptional in preparation, planning, and is one of the most ambitiously motivated men probably in county football at the moment, I think. Yeah. But outside of being interviewed for a job, he's a mate as well. And I'll never will make a club give someone a job because I know him. Do you know what I mean? So obviously going forward at Hastings now as head of football, obviously I'm in control of those things. But on the turn of this appointment, it was not just a one-man vote, right? It was a collective of the owners to make sure.
He was well in the running though, Bill, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was one of the guys in the running for sure. Yeah, 100%. And I've always said to him as well, I said, look, the right job will come around for you anyway. It will come around. And I won't go into our personal conversations away from stuff. But what I will say is and I've said it on this podcast, I think it's incredibly hard to go again. And the reason for that is to go again, you need to be better than you was the year before. Yeah. And to be better than you need to be the year before. Cheers, Ryan. Thanks, mate.
Safe journey back, Ryan.
Where's he going from?
He's back from his honeymoon.
I sent him out to Cape Verde, didn't I?
Have you watched it? Mate, watching this on your honeymoon is you're going to get your ass handed to you. You can't do that.
Oh, he's got a wonderful wife. Shout out to
That's good. That's good. Well, hope they stay together. Right. So now, when you look at it, you got to go again. To go again, to be better, the perception will be from committee members, well, he got us to wherever he got us to in the league. Surely he can do that on the same money. With we don't mean much of a change. It is what it is. The truth is to go again, and I know he's got a really supportive chairman. I know he has, yeah. Love that, right? Well, mate. You need a really supportive chairman, right?
And Steve Ratcliffe is that. He's a great guy.
But you do need to invest more, and I would imagine Steve has tried to do that.
Yeah,
but it's not easy, right? It's a committee-led club. There's lots of different components of a committee-led club, and sometimes, even if a manager's ambitious and wants to go again and wants to go and win the league or get promoted, sometimes clubs are just not equipped at that time to do those things. And there might be other factors in play to that, whether it's the redevelopment of Gorings Mead, that's the name of the place, right? That's the ground.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right? It could be all those things. So I look at it like this. He's lost Noel. Noel's a good player, especially at that level. He's a Messi at that level.
He's an outstanding player at that level, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, he's still in my book. Still, the jury's still out. Higher than that.
You think?
Jury's still out. Yeah, jury's still out. 100%. But we'll see. Hopefully, I'm wrong because he's cultured. He's a very cultured player, right? But in my opinion, jury's still out. I associate the Horsham YM team of being at it, mobile, aggressive, did all these things, yeah? Picking up millions of yellow cards and all that sort of stuff. Now, they still continue that side of things. But when I look at their lineup, it doesn't scream athleticism to me.
Okay.
So if it doesn't scream
They're
athleticism,
known for their press, aren't they?
yeah, press hard, work hard, like all those things. So for me, it might be a hard season because there's not many teams who are going to just pass the ball left and right, left and right, left and right.
No.
It's not. That's not. It's going to be really direct. So will they be able to control the tempo, or will they get caught up in a basketball game and the basketball game cost them? Now, yeah, I've seen the keeper errors. I don't want to bang a keeper too hard because fucking hell, like it's like
It's a hard job.
If a striker misses a one-on-one, he might get another chance, right? Keeper fucks up as a goal. Yeah. I don't like battering keepers because I think it's the easy way out, right? But Nick Taylor has played internationally. Now, I'm not saying he's played for Germany or anything like that, but he's played international football. Yeah.
Oh, so Monty? Where's he played? Was it Monty?
Monty Panesar.
Montserrat or something. Yeah.
Montserrat. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry,
And
he played for Shoreham, didn't he, years ago?
yeah, he's played for a few clubs, hasn't he? But that probably would have mentally affected him as well, I would imagine, sort of person he is. So I hope he picks himself up and goes again. And look, I haven't backed Horsham Wham to the playoffs, not because I don't think Harrison and Gilesy are top managers who can manage higher, because I believe they can.
Yeah.
I just don't think they can do it with Horsham Wham.
It's fair enough. Yeah, it's fair.
Now,
yeah, but you're the exception, mate. You have to get battered because you're Greek.
I leave my mate Steph alone. He's my friend, not yours.
It's your mate, not mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let's I want to address something because we have the In the Dugout app, yeah, and a lot of the info we get comes from there. And
wait, hold on a second. I just want to see that one that come in. The new Hastings United man. I'm going to say it out loud.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Look, so this is coming
please.
on the hotline.
This is.
I had to send it to Billy first because it was about Hastings.
Is it true the new Hastings manager is putting his own money into the player budget? Understand at that level it happens, but more than people think. Absolutely, categorically not. He is being paid good money to be the Hastings United manager. Paid.
We ask the questions. They come in.
We have a budget that is set by the board that is consulted with myself, and the manager spends it how they want. But no, I'm not putting any money in. The manager's not putting any money in. We're a football club that generates money, generates sponsors, as a lot of people watch. We had, for example, a crappy friendly yesterday, and we had nearly 400 people at a friendly. Do you know what I mean? So
he appreciates you answered that, though. The bloke that sent it in, and that's why.
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely true. Yeah. Anyone who thinks a Hastings United manager has never, I probably haven't had to do that since the 90s. So if you're a Hastings United manager, you get a good budget, and you get what you're given, right?
So, but look, we use the In the Dugout app, yeah, one we've created, and where fans, supporters, players, and we know coaches and chairmen have been from there. Okay,
yeah,
they can anonymously send us information. Okay, it's a fact. I've had 7 or 8 today regarding Liam. Regarding, is he going to leave? Is he going to walk? Is he going to be sacked? There's names been bandied around already for his replacement and everything like that.
Am I out for it?
You're not up for it, though. But, and Lee, nor are you, unfortunately. Right?
Now, one name's been tapped for bag shot.
Yeah, bad shot, sports and social.
That's not even bad shot, Lee, is it? And I don't get on with bad shot Lee anyway, but it don't matter. But listen, look, there's been a few things to there. I've spoken to Liam today, and he won't mind me saying this at all. His job seems completely safe. You know, he understands he is an ambitious guy. Okay, I think what he needs with his team, and this is including Harrison as well, who is a fantastic football mind, really is. I think he needs clarification of where they can go. Yeah. But I tell you one thing, he has the full backing of Steve Ratcliffe there.
Yeah, he does.
Who, as I've said many a times, have a great relationship with Steve. Has wonderful wife, wonderful family, you know, does so many great things behind the scenes. A really, really lovely person. And one I have pleasure of spending time with when I see him. You know, so but there's always going to be a little bit of smoke when there's fire. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. It's football.
Yeah, but look, he's not job's not in jeopardy, but let's be honest, they are Marmite. They are Marmite.
Yeah, you're liking or you don't. It's simple as that.
There'll be people that will be disappointed if they left, but there'll also be people that'll be happy if they left.
I mean, I see what you're saying, Stu, but I don't think anyone, bar outside of the Vandinians camp, actually thought that they would turn them over, especially after coming back from 2-up to then 2-all and going again. So,
look, I don't even think Vandinians thought they'd go there and win. Let's be honest.
I don't think they did. No.
But look at the confidence that's going to give them now.
Oh,
God. Way to YM.
Okay, yeah, but I feel like I'm speaking out of turn.
And then Haywards Heath tomorrow night.
I feel like I'm speaking out of turn. I was told, and I, Lee, you were there, but this wasn't you. It didn't come from you, and then it came from someone else. That Vardinians weren't even very good yesterday.
I've got to say, what I've seen, they were good, mate. They had it.
Someone around and said to me, said,
yeah.
It was whack it long, run, and a couple of mistakes.
I'll admit there was long balls. There was a couple of whackets around, but
long ball football, no.
Yeah, but I thought it was a solid team performance. And when they went 2-up, when they were 2-0 up, confidence just shone, and it was. Also,
I think for me, with regards to them, with regards to Vardinians, by the way, I've not tipped them for relegation this year. I don't actually think they will get relegated.
I did.
No, I don't think they will get relegated. I think they will finish out. I think they will be one of the bottom 8 teams in the league. That's what I think. But I don't think they'll get relegated this year because I think there's circumstances elsewhere that will stop that from happening. But I think if they can pick up points around the teams around them, they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
Yeah.
But I'm going to call them out for something. Well, Mike takes a picture of his Dugout 90 bottle.
No,
something that I am not having. All right.
Oh, go on.
Not having it, and I'm actually it aesthetically made me very angry. Like I was angry. I'm talking. I saw it, and I was ready to drive to Peacehaven. Yeah, ready to drive.
Sorry?
No, seriously, I was ready.
Go on.
I was ready to get my car, drive down there. Yeah, storm in, get into the laundry room, and find out who let them wear red and black Joma tops with red Adidas shorts. I am not having it.
Who was this?
Vardinians.
What Adidas red shorts? That's correct? Yeah.
Hey, Brad, if you're out there, what the fuck's going on?
I'm not having it. All right. So no, I should be joking around, but yeah. I saw it. I was like, huh? And I'm funny about those things. Right? I'm really funny. What with stripes down them? Hey, you're having me on, son. You're having me on.
Charity shop.
Look, they will be fine. They will not be in a relegation battle this year because they've got a good hard. They've got honest working lads playing for them, right? I'm right. Get a picture up. I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it now.
Hey, send me a picture, mate, because I'm getting pictures through at the moment. Or listen to this one I've just had through.
Go on.
Look at this one. someone's done that.
Oh,
Someone early doors has got the can, and look, already on the podcast. But yeah, look. So someone get a picture of that thing. You got to go because I'm not having that either.
I just thought to myself, you've won 3-2, and maybe now, unfortunately, they've got to keep it like that because if there we go.
New kit Monday.
New kit Monday.
Still wasn't even a new kit.
New kit reveal.
Oh, Bill.
What?
It wasn't even a new kit.
Was it not?
No.
I used to wear Adidas,
everywhere.
or maybe it was. Maybe my eyes deceived me, and it was Joma Schultz. So I'll try and find it.
He goes. He's going to send a picture.
Send it out.
No, he's right. He's right. But
is it? So you would have looked a bit of a melon, yeah, if you've gone down.
No. Aesthetically, that is not pleasing. What is that?
Yeah.
Red and black with red and white.
Yeah, you'd have black stripes with the red shorts, wouldn't you? You wouldn't have.
Where's the badge? They were picked up straight. They were picked up from Kieran that morning. They were picked up from Kieran.
Yeah, to be fair, Arch,
yeah,
look, I've had that come through. Cheers, Arch, my guy. Look, that's
Craig, I'm not loaded, mate. I've got to, like, as per the rumours, I've got to put money into the Hastings United budget, or otherwise we're going to get rid.
So let's just close off. So as far as we know, and I've spoken to Liam today, as far as we know, everything's all good. But there's been a few names bandied about.
Who?
Here we go. Go on, then.
I've heard someone that might work with some of those Chegosians out there on the islands. You know, someone that used to be involved in perhaps Roffey, maybe Ulfold, something like that. Our friend Jimmy, you know, his name was banded around there as well.
Jimmy
Farrar. Well, that was the name that comes from.
If Liam Giles leaves Horsham YM, it'll be at his own accord. He will not ever get.
I absolutely agree with that 100%. But there's always going to be names banded around, you know. Maybe not least, but there's going to be. I reckon you'd fancy that job as well, Bill, wouldn't you? If you were out of football, do you know what I mean? Or maybe you're the one doing the rumour. Maybe you're sending it.
Mate,
you know what I mean?
Let's kick on Charles and go, leave, go on, leave.
But let's just clear it up. Anyway, let's move on.
Right. There is.
No, don't start that rumour. Jesus Christ.
So one thing that we move on to next, and I think Mike, you spoke to someone as well from Pagham, and that is yet again more stuff coming out of Guernsey, with another goal being disallowed because it's hit the wheel of the goal.
I mean,
it's getting it's a joke, isn't it?
Look, I've had messages all morning from the Pagham people. And by the way, before that, I want to say thank you to the lovely power ladies at Pagham, Kelly and her crew, who were very, very nice to me. I saw them at Ladies' Day at Goodwood on Thursday. All four ladies were extremely beautiful in their dresses, done the thing, big supporters of it. Shout out Pagham. And my first ever column is in their is in their program, and it is a no holds barred. It don't matter type.
You're doing programs now, they are,
mate. You know, it's just, you know what I'm like. I get busy, but
fingers everywhere, as they say. Many pies.
But they're probably the only team that take me on because hang on. Here we go. I want to put this up because this is the YM chairman, Steve himself. And I'm sorry you're still in hospital, Steve. You know I love you. Send him things to all your.
No, he was at the game yesterday.
Steve's a great guy. Steve's a great guy. So.
Dr. Evil.
Steve, on a personal note, I'm sending all of us sending our best, mate. You know what?
It's great. Yeah, it's great to see him yesterday. He was at the game.
We love you, mate.
Really good to see him.
Anyway, let's go back to this Guernsey Pagan thing, right? So this happened to me, not me, to Stenning last year. Do you remember when Stenning scored? And Bill came up with the IP idea of how
Right. Look, I'm just letting you know. No, Jim's locked in. He's locked in. But I just want to make it very clear, really, really clear, right? My patented idea is going to come into full effect now, because I'm now going to go and get a prototype made of my goal.
Yeah, my wife thinks it's a brilliant idea, by the way.
Great idea, mate. It's the best idea that anyone's ever had in non-league football. And do you know what? People got to start like listening a little bit. They've got to know. But go into the Guernsey thing, and I want to clear saying up that, you know, we were, they're not giving footage and all this stuff, right? I'll clear it up, because I know we had a little bit of a ding dong about the playoff final, and I tried to be as constructive in that conversation, as you guys know, as I possibly could. With also having an opinion and it not probably being what Guernsey wanted to hear, but I tried to give it a bit of balance. All I'm going to say is I know Guernsey haven't refused to share footage. They've not refused. They don't use VO. They use a different technology. And they actually want to send me the clip for the goal.
Look at them ones. They're the other way rounds.
Yeah, but it still can hit the thing, can't it? In fact, hold on a minute.
No, if it hits that one there, it doesn't go in, does it?
Right, I'm going to tell you something. Hold on, stay live. I'm going to tell you if the ball actually went in or it's actually another. Interesting.
Cheers, Con, for sending that. See you soon.
No, because it'll still hit the tyre from those angles, mate.
No, it won't, mate. How would it? Look, how could that? It can't go round corners.
Tyres on the outside.
Ooh.
So your greatest idea for non-league that's ever been has been
You got the footage?
Yeah, I've got the footage of the goal.
You've got the footage of the goal. WhatsApp it over to me and I'll upload it.
It's so indecisive, by the way.
Well, let's get it over
Let's see it.
me. Get it over to me. In fact, send it to my email. The one I've think, Bill.
Really?
Yeah, send it my email and I want everyone to have a look. Evening, Gareth. I spent all day with
Evening, Gareth.
He must be pissed off with me. I've been drinking all his teas and coffees, eating his Thai chili crisps, and nicked all his cookies. But listen, this has happened against Stenning last year.
All I'm saying is it's indecisive. We can
Send
put
it.
on
Let's have a look.
Just email it to me.
Put it now,
the
man.
Same one, and then I'll upload it. Right, listen. This happened against Stenning last year. I know Hammy and Hollis were really pissed off about it. It happened in a ladies' game recently. It happened on a bunch of amateurs where Dorking were playing, you know.
And Chichester last season as well. Yeah.
I mean, it's
right. It's not sending the same. Like, it won't load me. Like, I can't load the attachments. So I'm going to try and get onto my computer to send in. But all I'm saying is, it's not. There's no point in me. Look, it's not. I'm just saying I have got it. It's not me faking. Right?
Just WhatsApp it to me. WhatsApp it to me, and I'll upload it.
It's not even letting me load. My
file might be too big.
Sounds like you're on the Guernsey payroll, lad.
Me.
Yeah.
No, like seriously, I'm trying to get
every other WhatsApp sent over today, mate.
Fuck's sake! Is that the room that I've joined Guernsey?
Well, we didn't want to say on live air, mate, but
look, it's not just Guernsey. There's other clubs that have these in.
Yeah.
I'll as soon as I can, as soon as that comes over, like it goes to my computer on AirDrop, I'll try and do it on my computer. But I am, like just so everyone knows, it does look really indecisive. Really indecisive.
What is it? Indecisive? It doesn't cross the line, or it doesn't.
I think it hits. So the way the wheels are is, so say, let's draw it quickly.
Yeah, Matt. So, Matt, how are you, Matt? Top guy. Top guy.
I'm just going to draw the inside bit.
Does
the back
great
of
things for the Sussex
Oh.
FA, this guy down there. Welcome to the Sussex FA. Top man.
It's like, ignore the money bits because they might be up. So say that's the side of the
Oh,
goal.
no, this ain't your design, is it?
No.
I've got to turn the light on.
Yeah, the wheels
Yeah.
come like that. Like the edge bit here is really close to the post. Yeah. So what's happened is the ball has hit that, but ignore the shape
And then
of the
come
ball.
out.
This is really, really quick. It's like hit that and come across the line
And
and
come
out.
out.
So
Yeah.
if it's crossed the line, the whole ball has to cross the line, right?
Bill, this is like something out of Art Attack when we were kids.
Mate,
Do you know
that's
what I mean?
an art fart. That is. I'm telling you, that is like a year one's drawing. I could try and make it more neat and present it better next time, but like this is live.
All I know is members of the team from Pagham, members of the management as well, were extremely disappointed with that. Okay, like big time, you know. And one of the people that was very aggrieved about it is someone. I won't say it's from the camp, but it was someone that it takes a lot to rile him. Yeah, it takes a lot, and we're saying some messages this morning. It's not out because they're trying to do something really good over at Pagham. You know what I mean?
But look, Pagham aren't going to be defined by that one game this season.
No.
Yeah, I am better at drawing badges, to be fair, Steph. But look, Pagham aren't going to be defined by that one game. The same Horsham Way aren't going to be defined about Fardinians. The same with any result yesterday, and there were some shockers, right? Yesterday was a wake-up call for some, in my opinion. I don't know, I've just looking at what I saw, I'm not too sure. Like, I'm not trying to banter here. I'm not bantering. The angle I've got, it could be in, and it might not be in. It's not as out of the goal as
it's just tickling the sides, is it?
It's a little bit closer in, like that. But yeah, we'll see. But no one will be defined by yesterday, and no one will be defined on Saturday in Division 1, right?
No.
We'll get a good indication, I think, and we may even get some itching starting that may not take as long as we all think, right? So, yeah, Pagham will be fine this year. I know Pagham wanna try and get as close to the playoffs as possible, right? They want to get in contention.
Yeah.
I don't think they will, if I'm honest. But and also, when was that? I'm not fishing, Gareth. I'm honestly not, and I'm serious. Like, I've looked at it four or five times now. But if they lost 3-0 yesterday, well,
2 goals in injury time.
Right.
No, all I'm saying is, if everyone is saying 3-0 in that, I'm not defending. What I'm saying is, you know, I think it was the 95th and 97th minute. Do you know what I mean?
What? Yeah. All right. Okay. So they've got it on the break for the night to make it 2-0, and they got it again. So if they got it again, getting it and make it 2-0 is acceptable. But then considering a third, it's not like they've gone all out to go and make it 2-1. Surely. So like, you've got to look at it like they lost the game of football. Tony is, like I've said, even with our perceived IBB10 beef with Guernsey, Tony Van, in my opinion, one of the best.
No beef, mate. I deaded the beef.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, he is the best. Like, I think he's the best manager in the league, right? Genuinely believe. Do you not?
No.
I think he is the best manager in the league.
No,
that's one of.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah.
Hey, Guernsey used to be a side in set four. Like,
okay, what's he won the last 10 years?
Oh, probably. Let's have a look. Guess what's that cup they've got over there?
The Moretti Cup.
Yeah,
it's like the Dugout Cup.
Yeah, it means nothing. Yeah. Right.
Let's have a look. They've not won any major content. They've not won anything.
They've not won anything.
No.
Oh, they're not. Oh, okay.
Oh, so he's successful then?
The last thing they won was the combined counties.
In what, 2010, 11?
2011, 2012 to get him into step.
He's a top successful manager then.
No, but step 4, they've always had a really competitive step 4 side, and then the players change. Also, they got a situation that if Alex Scott moves to Bournemouth, they're going to get a big payoff, right?
That is true. They've
Yeah.
got to sell on, haven't they?
So yeah, like they've always had to operate within a certain, because look, the Guernsey Island pay for the flights, don't they? They pay for everyone to go over, right? And
sorry, just quickly as well. Sorry, Bill. Have they changed their kickoff times again this season? Because it was a 1:30 kickoff. I thought it used to be 2:00.
It might be down to the flights.
Oh, okay.
But even if it is, but you've got to understand what they operate with. They're on the island, right? There's not many players that they can bring over, like to play from week in, week out.
No.
And people might go, oh yeah, but everyone else has to operate with a small little area, right? And that's fine. It's absolutely fine. But they are hamstrung by that, like Jersey are. But they've always done all right. And do you know what? They were one game away from
First one kickoff now.
They were one game away from winning it.
Yeah,
look. That 1:30 kickoff, I've just been informed, isn't what at Guernsey haven't moved that. The league instructed that move.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. I just want to address this. I don't know, but I'm going to address this later on in the show. Let me have a think because there's a few. Well, I'm going to save that one. I'm saving that one. Right. Let's talk to some of these. So yeah, look, but congratulations to Guernsey to go there. First game of the season.
Get a win.
3 points. Hats off. Commiserations to Big Lemmy and Reese, Aaron, all the boys, Kelly, everyone up there. It is what it is. They go again. Right. Before we start looking into this league, let's have a little break. All right, second.
Dugout 90. Buy a can. Support your club.
And thank you to all the clubs, Bennett. And thank you to Dan, a little comment, who messaged me during the show. And the commoners would like to stock the brand. Bearing in mind, the initiative for this is we, as a company, do not make any money. Not at all.
Can I ask something? How many do you get in a pack? Do you get 8 or
24 cans of 330 ml? 8?
Well, I thought we were going to talk about Little Common. My friends, but I think we have to address it because
we're going to address it.
We do.
We're going to address it. Dan, before we address it, your order's locked in. I'm sending that over.
There's no going back.
By the way, I'll be there on Tuesday night watching as well. Like, I'm a huge supporter of Little Common.
People talked about this today, actually. So, right, so let's first and foremost get up on this screen. Yeah. Let's get up where we are. All right. League table. Right at the bottom there. Sadly, we do have the commoners. Team I've got a lot of respect for. When doing my original Dugout Diaries series, I did it with Russ Eldridge. Absolute phenomenal guy. The club's been in the family for decades, hasn't it, Bill?
Yeah,
in there. You're closer to that camp than me. You're over that way. I think you should lead with this, Bill.
Yeah,
okay. What could be said? Look,
leave it to me, Luke. I'm on that, by the way. It's my guy, Luke.
Let's we were sent that unbelievable goal from the halfway line.
Can I just show that?
What a goal!
Yeah, go on.
This could be
goal of the season.
One of the goals of the season. The problem is, it's in his own net. Yeah, we've obtained this.
What was the thinking though?
Yeah, I know what he's thinking. I know what he's thinking of doing. He didn't see a way forward to try and play it all the way back the crux, just keep the ball. And he's just fucking overhit it, and he's over-egged it.
Yeah.
Hell
of a finish.
Yes.
Mate, if that was in someone else, if you just hit that off the cuff into your as a goal for your own team, like not as an own goal, like actually for your team, mate, everyone be going mad. That is something.
I think it's only 10 seconds. I've got to say it again. Bill, talk us through it.
So Nico's got the ball. He's standing the ball, doing a bit of pressure on. Gone out, lovely little left foot. He's pounded it forward pass him. Yeah. Oh. Look, for me, that just sums up the day in the office. And
yeah,
I mate, 8-0 ain't like is nearly as bad as my 9-0 at Beckenham, right? And I did message. I remember on that day of losing 9-0, I got some real kind words from some managers, including Jude McDonald, who sent me a message saying, who sent me a screenshot of him losing 9-0. He's Jude McDonald's manager. He sent me a message when he lost 9-0 as Whitehawk manager, and sent me a really nice message saying, saying, look, everyone could give you shit, but this does happen, and it's how you pick yourself up and how you rebuild and whatever. And it was a really nice message. So I sent Ross a message saying, look, I know how dark things like that are. Look, Russ has been manager forever, right? And he's been there. He's been Mr. Little Common for such a long period of time. So it's one game, but I feel terrible for him. I know he's not had a great pre-season. I know he's a bit undercooked. I just hope they can pick themselves up because, Paul, that's nasty. Oh. But imagine if he doesn't, he has to go to the presentation to pick it up. But I think, look, they've got some really good players there. They've got Kenny Pogue, Lewis Unwin, Crux in goal. I think they've got Freddie Warren's gone there. Harry Thompson, who's coming for us, will be there soon as well. And I think they've got some good players. Just you have to ask yourself, and you have to kind of question, because this seems to happen with Common quite a bit. Right? They always seem to be, there's that big joke about, everyone said, have they been renamed to Common Trout, because they always used to write Common Trout, 1-0 Common Trout. Do you remember that, like last year, the year before that? And they seem to have had an all right season last year. Got to the cup final.
They were doing well in the cup final, Bill, what you and me went to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Look, they've lost Sammy Adams, and they've lost Wardy as well, Leon Ward. And it is tough. It's tough. They're in an area that is saturated with football teams at the moment. You've got Westfield in step 6. You've got Bexhill United round the corner from them. You've got them. You've got us. You've got all Eastbourne teams as well. Same level as them, Eastbourne Town, Eastbourne United. Eastbourne United.
It must be tough to recruit like that then.
There's a lot of teams around them.
Yeah.
A lot of teams.
Look at the Eastbourne United side. Dan Hull, James Hull, Charlie Ball, Brett Patton, you name them. Like, you only have to go through it. They're all lads that are driving through Hastings to get there, right? So that should tell you enough. It's hard. It's hard, and it's a club that I really, really like. It's a club that I'm super fond of. But they also need to probably recognise where they are now, and then work out what their next steps are. That's my biggest advice to them, because I'm not going to come on this pod and pull punches on anyone, because I'm honest, and even with my friends, I won't just protect them and say everything's rosy. And look, Russ is a good guy. Dan,
great guy.
Danny's brother, another great guy. Their brother again. It's a family-run club. The mum, the whole family is involved, right? And that's pretty unique around here, isn't it? brilliant. But maybe they need to, shake it up a little bit, excite it again, because at some point, like as a heavyweight boxer, if you take too many knocks to the head, at some point you're going to get KO'd and you're not going to get back up, and that might be their year.
Well, I really hope so, because they are a great club.
Great club, great people.
Yeah, and they got their loyal support and that, and that they work on very limited budgets compared to what a lot do. But okay, let's look at the other side of the foot now. Let's look at Naeem. He wants to be called Naeem.
Does he?
Well, allegedly, yeah. But
right.
he's Naz to me. He's back.
Is it Naeem?
Naeem, yeah. He's back. He's in Roffey. Roffey's biggest opening win in the county league in his first game, and believe me, his team have looked hot pre-season.
Beat us in pre-season.
Beat Hastings, yeah. 8-0, and Monty was in goal.
He's a liar. Saying he's a liar.
They're obviously struggling to get a keeper.
he retired from the game, didn't he? He retired at 21.
That's what he told us. He retired.
But I hear your ex-guy run the show yesterday.
Macy.
Yeah.
I heard that as well.
I heard he was superb.
Yeah.
I think that, look, you can't go without saying that an 8-0 opening day win, and they were playing at Horsham as well, weren't they, if I'm right in saying?
Yeah. Yeah, they're at Horsham this season.
Good Nads football there.
Yeah, 100%.
8-0. That has sent some shivers down some of the team's spines. In there, let's see, it's what he said. He was there, yeah. Look, I was most levels above that league.
It's craziness. Like Jordan Mace, he shouldn't be playing county football. It's his choice, right? He's chosen to do that. Okay. I wish I'm on his clean sheet warrior, mate. He's kept a few lately. I bet he had nothing to do though. I bet he literally sat by his post and he cracked open the dugout 90.
Like that.
He was
taking down a bit of caviar as well. I heard that the butler was there, so
Butler was just the other side of the fence.
Dabbing his forehead because it was hot.
Yeah, Russ, I agree with that. I agree with that.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a bit. But let's just talk a bit more about Roffey, because
my tips to win the league.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Naz has gone there to finish mid-table at all.
No.
I know that Jack Mundy wanted him there. He made him that man. He obviously had to match him, and Phil and everyone had to match his ambitions. By all accounts, they've been completely matched, if not exceeded. So congratulations to Roffey for that. I don't think anyone in that club would have expected an 8-0 win.
No.
How far can they go this year?
It depends. It depends really. If obviously players staying fit and not too many getting injured. And it's the thing is though, yes, they won 8-0 yesterday. They played a little common side that probably weren't up to par, like they haven't been for a little bit now. But you've then got to see how he does against your Haywards Heaths, your Guernseys, your East Grinsteads, those sort of teams. That's when you could probably look at Roffey and go, okay, if they can get results there, then you look at them and go, yeah, all right, we can now talk about them and be like, they're contenders.
Yeah, look, providing everything goes well behind the scenes and on the pitch and that and everything like that, and Naeem there stays there for the whole thing. For me, they have to be in the playoffs if they're going to be. They've shown enough pre-season against good level teams, good level teams. That tells me that. I mean, look, maybe the Commoners had an off day, and maybe when it gets to about 4 or 5-0 in the first game of the season, your heads go. And Naeem's team was ruthless, absolutely ruthless. I'm going to mention these. I mean, I want to bring these up. I've been supplied by my man Russ the attendances. So after we just spoke, I wanted to talk about the attendances.
Yeah.
The only concern they don't have a very big squad with quality. A very good 12 with them. Okay, that's a fair point. Fair point. Okay, but I think for me, if they carry on their momentum, look, I think they could be a shoo-in for the playoffs. But another team, I think, I want to talk Eastbourne United.
Yeah.
I want to talk Stories Boys.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Look,
you see it last year as well.
I had them just outside the playoffs, mate.
No, they're in the playoffs.
Why do I do that? Because they always seem to start the season slow, and then they kick on. This year, they started with that win. You're over that way, Bill. What are you hearing?
Look, they're a good side. I do question, and this is why I don't get carried away with week one, right?
Yeah, that's fair. But you've got to talk about it.
Yes, we do, but I'm not going to get carried away. Like Roffey, I think are going to be up there because I think they consistently will do all right. Yeah, they're not going to win 8-0 every week, and they're going to lose games. And what will define them will be the games against East Grinstead, Haywards Heath, Hassocks, who I've not really talked about much. Who again, I think will be up there, and Guernsey. I think they're going to be the 4. And Eastbourne United, obviously, but like 4 or 5 games home and away that Roffey season will be really defined by. I have a real strong opinion on the league. Yeah, that you've got 10 exceptional teams, and 8 poor teams, and 2 will just get by teams, right? Okay. And I look at the fixtures, and I look at Roffey, Little Common, and I look at Little Common's situation. And by the way, I'm not saying the clubs are poor, but Little Common, unfortunately, over the years have struggled to recruit. So they are going to be off levels wise, right? Coming up against an organised, hard-working Roffey side, you're going to get beat. I knew that was going to be a win, and I knew that was going to be a win. Forest Row seem to have had a really, really bad pre-season with results. I might be wrong. Like I know I spoke to Ian a bit.
Yeah, it hasn't been the best.
Yeah, but they're missing a few on Saturday as well.
Well, that's not good enough, Mike. We can't like.
No. I'm just saying what I've heard.
Yeah, but it's getting to a point like players, and they go, "Oh, we need holidays. Take your holidays in May and June, or July, not when the season's about to kick off. It's a fucking piss take. Like I'm not being funny. Missing games of football, and if you sign up to be a football player or a manager, in fact, as well, by the way, you don't miss competitive games of football unless you're sick or ill. Do you know what I mean? Or something was prearranged before you got the job. You don't miss games of football.
Just because you want a holiday. Yeah.
Go in June, July, and they go, their teachers can't go then. All right, go in the May half term. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm quite funny about that thing. But, so they've not had a great pre-season. Midhurst, I heard it could have been a bigger result.
I will talk about Midhurst next.
I heard that as well, yeah.
I actually spent some time with their chairman today.
Yeah, I know, I saw. But, like, so, okay. So, I just want to put it like this. You look at that. You look at who Eastbourne United played yesterday. They played Wick.
Yeah.
Who everyone is saying, I don't know much about Wick, and I need to speak to my main man.
League Baldwin, Craig Stewart, League Baldwin.
And have a real catch up with Craig because I don't want to speak out of turn. But I knew they were going to get pumped yesterday. I knew they were going to get pumped. And for me, it's the difference with the big sides and that have got money that have brought in caliber from leagues above versus the sides that just haven't, sadly. I think Vardinians will be 8th of the bottom 8, not because I think they're a poor side or anything like that, but I think they can't really compete with. Vardinians play Horsham YM, who I think will finish mid-table at best.
They got Haywards Heath tomorrow.
I think
Vardinians.
Vardinians.
Vardinians, yeah, got Haywards Heath.
I'll give you massive credit if you do that, Haig, because I know you've just messaged me. How many do you reckon was at Eastbourne yesterday?
I don't know. You tell me.
238.
Brilliant.
Let me just quickly go through the attendances.
Go on.
Billingshurst, first game back in Step 5. First game in Step 5. Congratulations, Eddie and the boys, by the way. I'm so fortunate to get the result. 86. Eastbourne United versus Wick, 238. Guernsey versus Pagham, 666. Hassocks versus Lingfield, 262. Haywards Heath East Grinstead, 561. Horsham YM,
About
versus
65?
60.
60, yeah.
Lancing Seaford, where I was at, 222. Midhurst versus Forest Row, 105. New Haven versus Crawley Down, 312. And Roffey versus Little Common, 96.
Low numbers for some, innit?
There's some big differences there. You know. How many did you get Hastings, Bill? A big. How many?
What, yesterday? How many did we get?
No. A normal home game.
1,000 people?
Yeah. Okay. So you're looking at Haywards Heath, East Grinstead, 561, and Guernsey, 666. That's big numbers. Big numbers.
Good numbers.
Concerning at YM with 60.
And obviously Horsham were playing away.
Okay. Thought a good crowd at Lancing, 222 in there. But look, we go back to the Eastbourne United situation. Is it this year they get into the playoffs?
So again, sorry. I just got a really important message come through. Sorry. About signing players.
This year, do Eastbourne United get in the playoffs?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They do. Do you want me to tell you what I think?
Of course.
Can I tell you what I think? So I'm gonna. This ain't gonna happen, but I'm gonna stick to my guns. I said Roffey will win the league, so I'm gonna stick to that. Okay. I think the playoffs will be Haywards Heath. I think Haywards Heath will run really close to it. Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be Haywards Heath, Eastbourne United, Hassocks, and East Grinstead.
Oh, okay.
No Guernsey, no Midhurst.
Guernsey will be just outside of it. Midhurst will be just outside of it.
Interesting.
That's what I'm saying. I also think the 8 teams that are going to be fighting for relegation will be based on, I think we'll have the lowest number of points for a bottom 8 sides in this league in history this season.
Wow.
Okay.
That's why. And the goals against will be really high for all teams in the bottom half. That's what I think. I can't sit here and say, I think we'll get relegated because I actually don't know.
And again, it's too early to say. Yeah.
All right, let's move on then. Hassocks Lingfield. Hassocks did the number on Lingfield, 5-1. I actually predicted a draw. I did a pre-match thing. I knew some of the signings that Lingfield were bringing in. didn't seem to click yesterday.
No.
Those Westlake boys did a number over Charlie there. 5-1, convincing, apparently, very convincing.
Watch the highlights, the Sussex highlights, and yeah, it's very. I mean, yeah, you look at Lingfield. They didn't. Yeah, they didn't click. It didn't look together yet. As you know, they brought a lot of new players in. So they all, with all teams, you bring in new big numbers of new players. They need to bed in. They need to have a few games, but they didn't look great yesterday.
Okay. And Sussex, I've tipped them to absolute shoe-in for the playoffs. You know, absolute shoe-in. But I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be so many teams in those playoffs if they don't go up automatically. You know, we see what happened with Peacehaven last year. But I'm sure Pat and James and Lewis at Sussex would have bit the hand off for that convincing win because apparently it could have been more. You know?
Yeah.
I think I've read the match report from the Lingfield site. It was very fair. Very fair. One thing that you always get about Lingfield is if something's gone wrong or something's not happened on the day,
they'll come out.
They'll front it. They'll front it. Do you know what I mean? They won't sugarcoat it. And that comes from the top as well. So you've got to say that. But yeah, that's not the great start the Lingfield wanted because I've tipped them to finish about 7th, something like that, I think. And that will have to improve pretty quickly because I think they've got 3 games. A lot of teams have got 3 games in 7 days. You know?
Yeah.
I can't see Lincoln this year, mate. I'm sorry.
No.
Nah, look, I think that shows straight away.
Well, we're gonna know a lot more by the end of this month, certainly.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But it just goes to show that even though they got 41 points at step 4, Sussex, and they were fighting to the end, they dropped down. It's a bit like a horse riding in a Group 1, and he drops down to a listed event. You know, take it back in their stride. You're always going to get good crowds at the Beacon, as they have done. Good match day experience. You know, great win to get them buzzing back there at the top. So yeah, shout out to those boys and that. Commiserations to Charlie.
Got to say that just moving on, Pat. Where is your pre-match energy and these videos we saw last season? Where was it? We didn't see any of that yesterday.
Leave Mr. TikTok alone. He runs TikTok.
You want to say where it came from?
Go on.
I'm going to say where it came from, but the New Haven numbers might be inflated attendance there.
Oh, right. I've got 312 V Crawley.
Yeah, that's the registered attendance.
Okay.
But my man who was there said it was about 100, 150 people.
Well, that's
a big inflation.
That's a lot off. That is.
That's,
maybe they're counting the people in the skate park. I don't know, or the boat, or the ferry that came, or the.
the ferry.
Yeah. When the cruise ships just docked, they got off.
Look, that's I don't know. I weren't there, so it might have been 300. We'll see.
Well, let's talk about that game. New Haven Crawley down 1-1. Pretty expected result for those 2 teams. You think? Because I know the man that's gone missing tonight, Paul Wise, who was last seen in an Uber after 15 Cruisy Campos, really thinks that New Haven will do something really good this year.
He did say that, didn't he? Yeah, he did say. But I think it's fair result for both teams yesterday. But I didn't really see much about it, to be fair, on the socials and that, so I can't really say.
But I mean, New Haven have the potential there. They really do at that club to be another step higher. They have the infrastructure, You know, they have a quality pitch there in there that you can, you know how it works with 3G.
Oh, the 3G is great, and the ground is good. But mate, I'm not being funny. I think they keep missing the boat, don't they? Let's be honest. And that's no pun about the boat that goes in there. They do, don't they? As a club, and they're nowhere near as good as Sussex, Guernsey, Hayward Heath, East Grinstead, Rothie. They're not.
No.
So when you look at all the teams like you got around you, it's tough. In another year, like New Haven might be in the top 3 side of that team. But
you don't know, do you?
I'm glad I'm not in that mix. My hair is thinning. My hair would be gone by that point.
Feels off the turkey soon.
Trip to Turkey, mate.
Yeah. Turkey hair.
I'm not conscious about it. I'm quite happy. But like if I was managing, I think I'll be doing a wise man. I think I have to go off.
I'm a bit worried about Paul Wise because we stuck him in an Uber. He was 15, 16 times down. And he hasn't been since. It's classic. Anyone out there sees Paul Wise, or if he's lying anywhere,
what?
Send us a photo at least.
What does he mean by that? They always appoint in-house.
Yeah. It's all like who's been the last manager that ain't come from their area or their people.
Oh, okay.
That's fair. Reminds me of boot room days, that. But okay. We need to talk about. I want to talk about Midhurst, okay? Because you lads seem to be writing them off.
Oh no, I'm not writing them off. I just think it's a really hard league.
Yeah, no, and that's fair. That is fair. You know, I'm down there Saturday. I'm actually I'm going over. I'm making a night of it. I'm staying over in the mighty Midhurst in those ways. I'm going to see him for the FA Cup. Thank you to Tom, chairman there. I'm going to see Connor. Look, Pittman bags yesterday, didn't he? Box office signing straight away. He's in there. It's a 3-0 win. Could have been more. I spoke to Tom today, chairman. Great relationship with him. He's a great guy. He's also a chairman that, even though he's so young, by the way, he must be one of the youngest chairmen.
28, isn't he?
Is he? Yeah. I mean, he is. No, I think he's a bit on that, but he's definitely one of the youngest. He has a clear view of how he wants to see the club go. Okay, sustainably moving from there. You know, and look, he's probably took some heat online. You know, so but basically he's gone in and signed Wishart, Pittman, Nabil, all that. He's like putting together the Avengers. You know, he's also managed to bring.
You go on mute for 2 seconds, lads. All right.
Yeah,
I'll go, mate.
Go and get that deal done with that player. He's also managed to bring Conor Hoare in, a coach who I really rate.
Up and coming coach as well, mate.
Yeah, look, I know he could go and coach higher, but I also think with Midhurst, I don't know, Brandon. Ask him. I don't know, mate. I don't know, but I think some of the figures that are banded around are bollocks.
Yeah.
All right. I think they've got a clear plan. They're working on the infrastructure of the club. They're working all the youth section, everything they can, to do that. And I had a great chat with him today. And I think he likes being considered that he's outside of the radar with some of the big guys, in there.
And that's never a bad thing to
but
do it quietly.
I also don't think that he can be under the radar when you bring in someone like Ben Pittman. Do you know what I mean? Someone like Wishart. People like this. It's great because from what I'm hearing as well, in that camp, you'd have to ask yourself a question about Pittman, because you think ex-pro, scored goals everywhere, proven.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Comes down to step 5. Been around the Wessex for a bit. What's his attitude like? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do you know what I've heard? And that hasn't come from Tom or anyone like that. I've heard others in the camp. He's won the first in training. He's won the last out. He's setting those kind of levels. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's from, he's probably still got that mentality to
Absolutely.
when he was playing for Ipswich and that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
It stays with you.
He should have that mentality, and those kind of mentalities are infectious. Yeah. Especially to younger players. What's that? Bill is signing a player as we speak now. It was Bill. Go and get that deal done.
Don't be done, mate. Go on.
That deal done. Right, see, this is how live the show is.
Yeah.
You've got the director of football from Hastings signing.
You don't get this anywhere else.
No, you don't. But look, I'm excited to see what they're doing down there. I think they're a shoo-in if they keep going, shoo-in for the playoffs. I know a few of you don't. You know,
it's just they're be up there, but like was well, not a lot of. You could say 3 or 4 stronger teams with how recruitment's gone this season and who they've Haywards Heath, East Grinstead,
and that isn't good recruitment.
No, it's superb recruitment, but it's who the other clubs have bought in.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, I'm jumping, so I'm nearly done, but I'm going to jump in and say this, right? Everyone, forget recruitment for a second. Think about Midhurst's everyone talks about traveling to Midhurst. Yeah, Midhurst have got to travel to everyone else.
Yeah,
and that ain't easy.
Good shout. Anyway, listen to this, right? Gareth, the SNLF food guy, he was there at the game yesterday, and he said to me, "They look shit hot." And he said to me, and you could see they didn't really get out of second, third gear. Yeah, apparently, like Connor must have said something to him half time, and they went up again. So it could have been more. All I'm saying is, I think we got you will know more. I think they've got Wick on Tuesday or Monday or whatever it is.
Yes, they have. Yeah, on Wednesday, I think.
Is it Wednesday? Let's have a look.
I think.
Forest Road, East Grinstead, Mondins. That's Wick. Yeah.
Wednesday.
So they travelled. Yeah. They travelled to Wick, right? Wick have just come off tough result. Midhurst are going to play at they play at Bogner's ground, don't they? So it's going to get it on the deck. So type of football Colin Payson.
Connor likes.
You could see them having 6 points, going into an FA Cup game.
Oh yeah.
At the weekend against, I believe, a step 6 side. Could potentially be 3 big wins for that club on the road. So look, all I'm saying is, I think it's a great start for them. The cat is out the bag in there now. So
Mike, with all due respect to Wick, again, Midhurst should be on 6 points.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree.
Again, bottom 8 is going to be not great.
No. You're right. You're right, 100%. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to do a special video on this FA Cup as well. On
who they got? The FA Cup. Who they got?
Anyone from? They told me step six side. Lee, have a look on the full time, mate, will you? And the thing there on the.
Bill might have to do it because I'm on my phone doing this. So I won't be able to cut you off.
Okay, so I'll check the app. Sorry, boys. Sorry.
Well, yeah, because Friday night I'm at Forest Rose FA Cup game, and then Saturday Lancing. And then Saturday Lancing SE Dons, and SE Dons, Bill, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just working out what I'm doing.
Well, I'm just checking the app Okay, Larkfield and New Hythe.
Yeah, they're step 5 side.
They are
Decent.
step 5, are they?
Yeah, they're decent. They're a decent side.
Okay, so okay, that's fair enough. We'll have a little look at that. Have a look at
In
that.
fact, the striker that we've just signed at Hastings played for them last year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's fair enough. Right, let's move on to what everyone thought was going to be the blockbuster game. Clash of the heavyweights.
And it was a ball 0-0.
You know, Ali versus Fraser.
Yeah.
You know, rumble in the jungle at the Energy Stadium and that. Well, I sent one of the new match day commentators there, who's actually a Hayward fan, so it helps. Dean Fuller. Dean was there. I've got two contrasting views. Okay. First off, I heard East Grinstead were good, really good. You know, attacked, tried to take it to Hayward Heath. Now this is only I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. Okay. Second half, I hear it would turn round. So what do we get? A 0-0 draw.
Do you think that was always going to happen though? Two teams
No, because
like that?
I actually thought that Hayward Heath would nick a win. I did.
Okay. Speaking of Hayward Heath, just quick away from the game, and rumour that floating about that may have been heard or not.
I don't think you can say that rumour, by the way.
Well, I'll cut it off there then.
Say it. Fuck it. Say it.
No, I won't say it. If I can't, I won't.
I don't think there's a legality around. If
Right,
you're
fair
talking
enough.
about DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Text
think,
it to me.
Yeah. Well, you know the player.
You know.
DC.
Player.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
So, yeah,
I
cut
don't
off there,
think-
mate.
I don't think that can happen at our level.
That won't
Right.
happen, mate.
Right.
If right, okay, without saying it, where is he? Right, no, hold on.
He's at a League 2 club.
Right, hold on. Why is this not letting me? Fuck off. So right.
The wild.
I'm telling you, if he's not going to be playing for them, yeah, there's a National League club there's two National League clubs that'll have him in a heartbeat. So there's
one's where I live.
Absolutely zero chance, in my opinion, that he's going there. Zero chance. And if he does go there, it's a travesty for the lad.
Fair
Fair enough.
We'll address that if that progresses anymore. So look, yeah, Brandon, you're right. There was nearly 600 people there yesterday. They got to witness a 0-0. Okay, who's happier with the 0-0? For me, East Grinstead.
Yeah, because they come away with a point away from home, didn't they?
Because they haven't been firing completely
Yeah.
pre-season. And as Billy knows quite well, Hayward Heath have been on fire pre-season. You know, is that going to be of relevance come the end of the year?
No.
Probably not so much. No, as we said, you know, I think if you ask Kev and if you asked Andy, and by the way, Andy and I believe Dan Perry are on the SNLF show on Wednesday from East Grinstead, which is going to be interesting. Two guys I respect, really. And but if you'd ask Kev and Andy for a draw, I reckon they would have bought shook your hand off, wouldn't they? Put your hand off. Or do you reckon we would have loved that 3 points?
Kev would have liked to won that one. Kev's a winner, mate.
Kev is a winner. Kev is a winner.
Yeah. A winner. He doesn't go to any game thinking he gets something out of it. He is a winner.
Okay. So I like that. Let's have a look at also. So who haven't we mentioned yet from the results? Just checking the app here. Right. New Haven, Roffey, Guernsey, Eastbourne United, Billingshurst and Bexhill. Well, Eddie's team. And by the way, Eddie, the Billingshurst manager is a fantastic guy, and so's Ollie down there as well. Ollie Berry down there. You know, I was concerned for them when they lost Reeves. You know,
Yeah, big big player to lose for them.
Can't believe he went a Forest Row.
Yeah.
In there. Can't believe it. But, you know, it was his own.
Do I look hungry? Or is he trying to say I'm really... Is he trying to say...
I think Stuart might have had a bottle of red tonight.
But I want to... first of all, I want to even though they didn't yet, I want to congratulate Billinghurst on their first ever game at Step 5. You know, absolutely come from a different postcode to get the playoffs and then go on and beat Worthing United, beat Infinity. You know, in there. So congratulations to those. Unfortunately, they didn't get the home result that they wanted. Bexhill again started really well. So look.
What was that?
A little bit of music for you. A little bit of distractions. What are you doing? I keep doing that because I'm thinking. I do this a lot when I'm.
So you're not hungry then? You're just thinking.
Saints come through on the hotline. Saints has quickly come through on the hotline, and I definitely know that both clubs will be listening to this.
Go on.
A little rumor. I'll mention that after we. Let me speak about Bexhill, but I've got a little rumor come through, and it involves a couple of teams we've already spoke about. Right. So listen. Where the fuck was I? Bexhill.
Yeah.
First and foremost, why don't they play at home for? It's to do with
cricket. It's a recreational ground, so it'd be cricket.
Is it a bit like Little Hampton in that way?
Yeah, cricket's on, so you can't do anything else. Plus, mate, it's a dust bowl. You can't play football at the moment.
Okay, fair enough. Right, you got there. In there, they got the 2-1 win, and that. I heard it could have gone either way that game.
Okay.
Both had chances.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. What are you hearing, Bill?
I don't know. I heard that Bexhill flew out the gates, didn't they? And then, but then obviously Billinghurst come back into it. Now, my thing is for Billinghurst, that's great that they're competing against Bexhill, and Bexhill, I think, will be a mid-table side this year. I think they'll sit mid-table, which is absolutely fine for Bexhill because I think that's where they're at. And at one year they'll have a pop at the playoffs, but I don't think that'll happen this year with the quality that's in the league. But if Billinghurst compete in there, it's not such a bad thing for them. I don't think. I think that could show that they might actually end up picking up points.
Like that, I like that. I mean, I hope they give it their best go in that because, like I said, a lot of time for that club. I just want to address a rumour that's come through.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Are Haywards Heath about to sign a different striker to the one that potentially we were mentioning?
Who?
I feel a bit bad because
it's a rumour. Right.
JJ Durand, who scored for Vardinians.
Oh, really?
Oh, right. Okay. I mean,
if they do, they do. Great. That's a great move up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Be
a great move for him.
It's a bit of a thing. You think? I mean, I did Tom Chalet play yesterday for Haywards Heath? Is he still injured?
He's injured, man.
Is he? Yeah. Okay. Interesting one there. Anonymous. Well, it says anonymous, but I know it's sent that through. Okay. So lads, where this week? We got some fixtures coming up.
Yeah.
What's sticking out?
Well, tomorrow I'm going to be at Forest Road, Lingfield.
Okay. I'm gutted because I can't go to Monday night games, so I would like Forest Road.
Yeah, so I'll be there tomorrow night. So, but it's hard to say what way it's going to go though.
I think whoever if Forest Road don't win that, then they've got to start thinking, oh, this could be a problem this year.
Yeah.
I'm looking at East Grinstead Town versus Guernsey game, and I'm thinking That is a cracker. East Queensland have had some start, haven't they? Hayward Heath away, then Guernsey. You know, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, all right, let's go through them. I want a prediction from both of you. For like, just give me a win, draw, or loss, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bardinians versus Hayward Heath.
Hayward Heath win.
Hayward Heath win. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go that. Forest Row Lingfield.
I'll go draw.
Lingfield.
I'm going to go Lingfield. Only because I think Ian's got a few lads to come back yet. Crawley Down Gatwick versus Roffey.
Roffey.
Draw.
Okay.
I've got a feeling.
Okay.
East Grinstead Town versus Guernsey.
Draw.
East Grinstead.
I'm going East Grinstead.
People that won't think I'm going to back East Grinstead, but I actually think they'll win that one. I just think Guernsey won't travel well.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
It's Tuesday night and all, isn't it? Little Common versus Eastbourne United.
Eastbourne United.
Little Common. No, I'm joking. Eastbourne United.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say Eastbourne United. Sorry, Dan. Sorry, Russ. Pagham Lancing.
Pagham.
Pagham.
Yeah, I'm going to go Pagham. Seaford Town, Bexhill.
Ooh, Bexhill.
Yeah, I'm going Bexhill.
I'm going draw. Billingshurst YM, which is pretty much a derby, by the way.
Yeah, draw.
Billingshurst.
I get that. I'm gonna go YM. I'm gonna go YM because I think it's not gonna strike twice in the same week. Hassocks New Haven. That looks a great game.
Hassocks.
Yeah, Hassocks for me.
Yeah, Hassocks. Wick versus Midhurst.
Midhurst.
Yeah, clean sweep there for all three, surely. Midhurst.
Yeah, I think like there's some great there is some great games in there.
There'll be some high scoring games Tuesday night.
Yeah,
I think we'll know a lot more over the next coming weeks because obviously this week it's FA Cup as well. Who Hastings got?
We are away on Friday night to Kingstonian. We've got to travel to Ashford Town, Middlesex.
On
on a Friday night.
Friday night, M25. Roll all the way round to Heathrow. Can't wait.
And you're going to
Who me? Lancing SE Dons for me on Saturday.
I'll be
and then
there Saturday as well, mate.
Are you coming to that one?
Yeah, so I'm going to go to that. Is there a
people
an early...
at that club?
I know a few people at that club. Is there a Saturday? Is there like a midday kickoff anywhere on Saturday?
You slag. You football slag.
No,
I was actually thinking that, but I don't think there is.
So I want to go to Little Common Eastbourne United on Tuesday, but I might. The Dons game I want to go to, but I might have to go to Croydon. If Croydon Athletic are playing Saturday, I might have to go to their game. Just have a look at them ahead of Hastings' game the week following. So I want to go to the Dons game, but I might have to do some work.
I think, Mike, Sunday, you and me are Little Hampton, aren't we?
Yep. Saturday, I'm having an overnight stay in Midhurst. I'm going to get the full SP of what's going on down.
Where are you staying, Midhurst? What is Midhurst? Like,
Just outside of Chichester, isn't it?
Yeah, where are you staying?
I'm sure that I'm staying somewhere nice. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm sure. I don't want to put everyone out because I know there's a few people that have got my face on dartboards. So I don't want to say the exact hotel.
Yeah, you can't tell everyone.
I don't want to know that Jeffrey Dahmer shit where they come down and you know, that's why I have a decoy out now. I say I'm going to one game and I end up at another game. And yeah, I'm going there. I'm going to stay. I'm staying the night there. I'm going to go and have a few drinks and that to see how the boys are getting on over there. And then I in the morning. Next day, I'm going to see my friends over at Little Hampton. My guys,
Mr. Hand and Gaskin.
yeah, Mitch and Georgie Gaskin, FA Cup with those naughty little Little Hampton. Yes, those ultras, mate. They are a 12th man, and you know they love a cup run. Do Little Hampton. I'm going to see some of my lads over there. Sparks, Benak, Big Dion Jarvis, Charlie Robinson, all those boys over there. I'm looking forward to that because it is FA Cup week. This is a good time for teams to get a bit of money in the coffers in the old piggy bank. Gets the crowd behind them as well. If you go on a little run, it's where dreams are made of. Yeah. So I'm really hopeful that all the teams will go well there, and I think he has brought. He's done okay. It's okay. Not the greatest results pre-season, but in there. So we will see. And Div 1 is back.
It is.
It is.
Yeah. Big kickoff.
Before we start closing up on that, has anything changed your opinions from where we are regarding Div 1?
No, not me.
Not really.
Saltine to win it, have I said? Saltine to win it. He will be well up there. If not, they might go and win it. I like to see Aaron live. I love to see Aaron.
I know we were doing it at the same time then, mate.
It's the 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock start.
Spandau Ballet or something like that. You know what I mean? Because we're wearing black tops as well, aren't we?
I know. It says we're wearing black tonight.
Yeah. It's the OG, mate. The OG free.
It is.
Right.
You should get that OG free.
OG free because
the NWO style.
I might have to sack the wise man because
the wise man, yeah.
No calling to say he's not going to be on. Shocking, Wisey.
His last words were, "Who's going to have it tonight? Who are we giving it to?"
He's probably fallen asleep in the Uber.
I'm 16 Cruzy Campos down.
He's probably fallen asleep.
16, by the way. Like, how do you drink 16 beers? Honestly, I'm a cheap night out. So if anyone wants to take me out, they can. They can have their way.
I've been to pub with you a few times and that. You have like the same drink for like a day.
Yeah, I'll take my time. I do take my time. If we're going to go out in the harbour,
it was a shot glass, and Billy was holding it with two hands. It's shot glass.
But
on a serious note, Paul Wise has been missing. He was supposed to be on here 2 hours ago. So if anyone in the Seaford area is about the Wise man, let us know. We're genuinely concerned now.
Also, just before I go as well, this is the OG, and also remember we used to start at 7 o'clock.
I know, yeah.
What?
We used to start at 7 o'clock for the first lot of shows.
That won't be.
My guy, Loz. Hey, Loz, when you win the league, I'm going to come. When Loz wins that league, I'm coming for a pineapple Malibu with him, mate. Like, we're going to have a couple of Malibu.
One thing I've heard a lot about Low today, right? And do you know what I've heard? Everything's about his new flashy stadium. Saltine Stadium. It's the best around. It's got the best bar, the best pitch, the best thing. I saw it when it was under construction. And ironically, when I did the 90-kilometer, I was a cameraman. Yeah. The thing with Seaford, I saw it in construction, but apparently it looks shit hot, doesn't it?
Oh, mate, I can't wait to go down there. Like, I can't wait to go down there. Like, I've got a weird little soft spot for Saltine. I think that.
Has he signed as a player as well, Lowell?
He wouldn't want to play on that surface, right? He wouldn't want to play on that surface.
He signed himself because I saw him play. I saw him play at Peacehaven the other day, and he cracked a few. He cracked a few in the cup. I've got a lot of time for it.
But yeah, Saltine's a club. Look, they've got a Joe McTiffin's put a lot of energy and effort into women's football there. They've got their team into the Women's National League now. So it's a massive, massive step for the football club. And I think they'll be flying. And now it's about getting that first team back into step 5. And then I wouldn't be surprised if, as a football club, they're looking to push into step 4 at some point. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd like to think so. And I just want to shout out Ryan at Pagham News there for the work he's done for me this week. Thank you, mate. I know you've had to leave. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I think with step 6, Shoreham seem to have some good results, and then they seem to have had some bad results. So again, pre-season, I made very clear, don't care if you win 4-0 or lose 4-0. And as proven by Hastings, like, we've had some awful, awful games of football. I'm talking like moments where you go, like, what? Like, are we going to be all right? Like, genuinely, that's not me bullshit either. But in the last few weeks, we've started to kind of like started to gel a little bit. The boys, I've really loved this group of lads. Like, I'm really enjoying being around this group. Like, and one or two that we want to bring in are good characters as well. So
don't stand with him. But did you get it done just now?
We'll see tomorrow.
Hopefully, is it looking positive?
Hopefully, yeah. But I think for me, like Sam King, we brought in as top lad. Like, he's starting to really shine in the group now. Tom Chalmers. If you ever come watch a Hastings United game and watch Tom Chalmers play, he's so good, mate. Like, he's the best player we've ever produced.
You sound like his fanboy already, mate. You're his DOF, aren't you?
He's been out. He's been out for years, right? Injured. He had an ACL injury, and he's not played for 2 seasons.
He is quality, though, isn't he?
Mate, he's a joke. You can't touch him. People try to foul him, like, because they can't get near him. He's that good. He's the best right back in the league. He's the best centre midfielder in the league, and he's probably the best 10 in the league, and the best 8, and the best 4. Like, genuinely. So yeah, we'll be all right. Like I say, I think we still need a couple. We're realistic, but they're a great bunch of lads, and yeah.
When does this means start?
Following week, so the 15th of August.
That's a pre-season, isn't it?
We've got a whole year to wait. Like, for me,
you might be in charge by then at that rate. You know what I mean? If you wait another year.
I don't know if I have to take the Hastings job, if I'm honest. But I think it will be some weeks we'll have a good result. Like, it could be inconsistent to start with, while we will find our feet a little bit. It will be a process for the manager and his team. And like I kind of said to the supporters, we had to meet the manager, and Ronnie, Trev, and myself sat and took questions from the fans, right? And
were you as brutally honest as you are in real life to them?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. What I am is what I am. If something's said about me that I didn't say or rumour, I always will address it. I had a situation this morning. I called the person straight up, and we talked about it because I felt it was the right thing to do, and it wasn't as clear cut as what they were told. And yeah, I think that's just the way I am, Mike. Look, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I never will be everyone's cup of tea. But what I am is a passionate, diligent human being who does care about what they do and care about the people that I work with. Right, I really do.
I like that.
I really do, because I think you've got to look after people. You've got to treat people right. You've got to be honest. If things aren't working or things are wrong as well, you've got to be honest. You can't hear things and feel things and not say something. If you think the path for a young player is not right, you've got to put your hand up and say, not just accept it because it's happening. If you don't think a signing's right, you've got to put your hands up and say it. And by the way, our manager makes all the calls, right? He is the boss. So if whatever 11 he wants to put out there is his, yeah. I'm just there to help, and that's it. And
I mean, I like that, and this show we're going to go a lot more into depth with the Isthmian League, and there, we do have the benefit of you being within a club. Yeah, which is also a gift. Which is also a gift and a curse, Bill. You know,
yeah. It is. It is because I'm pretty open.
You publicly speak.
Yeah, but by the way, people forget before there was these podcasts like England and Sussex football. I was probably as a football chairman, CEO, whatever. I was probably the most vocal. I was definitely the most vocal in Sussex, and I was at one point probably one of the most vocal in non-league football. I was in the non-league paper all the time. They were always asking for interviews with me and stuff. So, like, and I did it because the club was flying, and I will talk. I went on, podcasts where I went on to the non-league podcast, which was the biggest podcast.
It was actually your idea to start off the S&LF podcast.
Yeah, exactly, my idea. I went on.
Difference is I run with it and you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. And then there was another one. Your Instant Replay did a bunch of interviews with people. If you go back, there's one of me on there in 2020 or 2021, right?
Louis, Your Instant Replay.
Yeah, and it was well shot as well. There's loads, and what was it? Not the non-league one. Like I've done them all. I've done them all. I was on Talk Sport loads about null and void and how that played out. So I've always been outspoken, and that's probably why I get my critics as well, Mike. Do you know what I mean? Because people go, "Oh, he's got too much to say."
That's why you don't get so many jobs, because they're scared that you're that vocal that
if they don't play ball,
maybe chairman think you come with some negative.
No, because I get offers, as you know, right?
Like, I know you've turned down 4 clubs in the league you've already talked about. But
I think, and chairman need to not be scared of this, because one thing I will never do is throw a club under the bus, right? I stayed seriously quiet for 4 months about the Lancing thing. I stayed quiet when I
saw Barry, by the way, yesterday.
I saw Barry. No, but I saw Barry. I actually sat with 3 of the committee members on Wednesday night at the Sussex Charity Shield thing. I actually had a real good catch up with them. We shared our opinions and stuff, and like I say, I'm not one that, even if like things ain't gone right, or look, and I'm not perfect. I've made a shit ton of mistakes. Like,
Me too.
Maybe not, but I think. Sure.
He's gagging for this.
Oh, don't you worry, Stu. I'll sort you out.
It's an inside thing, but
yeah,
Billy's
we'll talk about it at some point.
Lined up at the end of this. Yeah,
we'll talk about it at some point. But like, I think going back, but I don't think chairman should be scared, because one, I'll never throw the club under the bus, and two, if the right management opportunity came up and it was right for me, I'm not. I understand pecking orders. When I'm running a club, I'm running a club. If I'm the kit man, I'm the kit man. If I'm the third coach, I'm the third coach. If I'm the manager, I'm the manager. I know hierarchies exist, and I can work in hierarchies. I'm a big ideas man, and I'm a big thinker, and I want to reach for the moon all the time. And then when I've reached for the moon, I want to go and grab the stars that are higher than the moon, and I want to go and find the next fucking planet. And that's always been my way, and it's not always been the right way, but that's the way I've always operated. So, but man, like, when that time comes, and if that time comes that I do go back in the dugout, my thing is simple. Like, it's sustainability. At the moment, I'm head of football Hastings. I'm really, really, really enjoying it. Like, I'm enjoying it.
I hear, and I've seen some of the comments actually in your forums and your things like that, because I'll be honest, towards the end of last season, there was a lot of negativity and a bit about communication and stuff like that. I think that's been certainly addressed now, and got to take that off to you. You saw that.
Yeah.
You saw that yourself.
Yeah, I'm not the boss of the club
anymore. Same way you saw that in Eastbourne Borough. Do you know what I mean? With their communication, obviously nowhere near as bad. Nowhere.
Yeah. But I'm not the boss at our football club yet. But what I am is, I work with an ownership group that I know on a basis that I can say what the fuck I want to, and they can say what they want to me as well, right? And if we're not happy with something, we can hash it out with each other. And there's no no one's going to lose their job because we're having it out. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sick and tired of my groundsman, Ryman, having to fill potholes on the pitch because foxes keep getting on the pitch. We used to have something that protected that before. That got removed. And I'm like, we need to put it back up. And I've had resistance from it. And I'm like, nah, it's fucking going up. And we've had a go on it.
Potholes at a step 4 pitch, mate. Do you know what I mean?
No, because foxes get on the pitch at night, and then next morning you go in and there's holes on the pitch from the foxes digging.
Yeah, no, I know, but
it's because where we are as a club. But years and years ago, our previous groundsman knew and then we created something I'm not going to talk about online, but there was a perimeter that was put around it that stopped them going on the pitch. We need to get that back, and we've now talked about that, and we are putting that back because ultimately for me is we need to, as a football club, make sure that we've got half a decent surface, right? So we'll do that, and I've got, but it's not been easy, and there's times it's not easy with my ownership group, but I know they care about the club, and also I know that I'm, apart from actually making every big decision at a football club, everyone still comes to me on all the questions because of my relationship at the club and my history at the club. So loads of questions. What's going on with the pitch? What's going on with the main stand? They're not questions. The main stand ain't a question.
Is that lovely couple that sit there that have been there for donkeys?
They're not happy, mate. They're not happy because we're having to shut the stand. Years ago, I sat and told the committee, me and the old owners said, we told the fans that the old stand was done, and over the years it's going to have to be reduced in capacity because it needs an inspection every year. Yeah, and it's not fit for purpose. We were told we were trying to manufacture that to move to a new stadium. Not the truth. Now the new owners are having to deal with that, and every year the stand capacity has to be like condensed smaller and smaller and smaller to the point where it won't be able to put enough seats in there or have enough seats in there to be compliant, and we'll have to put seats elsewhere if we don't do the development. Yeah. So now a certain part of that stand will be closed. Therefore, certain people won't be happy, right? So, but I'm getting questions like that, and at the moment, it's not my remit anymore. Do you know what I mean? My remit. The problem will go, Billy, why are the burgers this price? Or Billy, what do you think about merchandise? And I'm going to be like, the problem I've got is because of my relationship with the club, and I've been the public face of the club for a long period of time, people will naturally push me into that, right? Yeah. And my role right now is just to make sure the football's right. Like, that is it. Like that. But at the same time, I've got as everyone knows, I've got the keys to the castle, do what I want, but it's still not all on me. I'm not the big decision maker. So I have to keep the owner. Do you know what I mean?
I know. I want to address something that Brandon sent earlier, right?
What's that?
I need to talk to you about the app.
You scammed.
I paid for a monthly fee. I'm having issues getting into my account now. Ha ha. Brandon, my app is free. There is no, you don't pay any money for it. There is no subscription. There is nothing in the Dugout app. Yeah. So I'm not sure what app you're paying for, mate, but it ain't mine. Because someone is making a lot of money off my app that I don't know about. You know, maybe it's Dr. X. I don't know, but that's not my app. So I just wanted to address your concern then, mate, because you did also say, I need help with this, mate. So maybe just drop me a line of what app it is, and I will help you out. There. Yeah. Well, I didn't pass the verification.
Go on, last couple of questions. There we go.
Right, last one. Someone said to me, someone mentioned, I think Jimmy, because Jimmy's been the topic of a few conversations, said, who's winning the step forward this year?
In my opinion?
Yeah. You're better place to put on that. And that was Jimmy, who's been linked with every job going tonight.
I think it's a tough one, but I think Croydon Athletic are going to win it this year.
I think Croydon Athletic are going to do very well because Croydon Athletic have also put in some fantastic paddle courts.
Oh, really?
And yes, they have. And they are going to make a lot of money from the projections that have been banded about, and allegedly that will turn them from a step 4 to maybe a step 3 and above club within a couple of years. And
I think, yeah.
And you know the backing behind that, the people that are behind it, So
yeah, obviously, I know Stormzy quite well. I know he's not been able to throw as much money as he wants into it because the stadium situation.
Yeah,
Time wasn't great.
This paddle thing has turned it around, I think.
No, well, not only that. I think everything that's going on around there. I think they've now got the lease, haven't they? They didn't have the lease before; it was the councils. So I think they've managed to get that, and yeah, I think it'll go well. Obviously, Danny Kedwell is a fantastic manager, fantastic.
Yeah, he
is. His son has just got a big move as well, Harvey Kedwell, which is great to see. But yeah, look, I think we've got them first game of the season at Pilot Field, so we could ruin it. But I think they'll be up there. I won't be judging us game 1, that's for sure. Yeah,
me too. And I mean, there's no more questions. I think because again, incredible numbers, gents. 2,800 of you watching live, which is, I mean, good considering at the moment. Considering at the moment, we're mainly talking about the SCFL because it started. I want people listening to the show realizing. Okay, we're not
a county league podcast by any means. We will every league. But step 6, we're not going step 7. I will not.
No. I'm not saying that idea.
Again, we've got friends in those leagues. We've got teams that we like in those leagues. We've got regular listeners in those leagues.
My other show will deal with that.
Yeah, we have to draw the line, and we have to draw the line. I'm sorry, where you have to have club officials running the line. That's where we draw the line.
yeah, you have to have linesmen to get onto the show. You have to have linesmen. Only thing. Hang on, I've got one more come through here.
One question. I want to go to bed.
If he gets the sack, can I get a step up?
Who?
I don't know.
Who asked the question?
Aaron. If he gets the sack, can I step up? Who? Aaron, who gets the sack, mate?
He's on about Hastings manager. No.
Sorry, Aaron. There you go. No. Lee Penn's involved before you, mate.
No, I'm going to go for Monty.
You're going for Monty?
Yeah.
What about Wisey? He might be parked up outside Hastings now, mate. 16 deep.
What has he gone and done? He's got in the cab and he's gone, take me to this road and this is the postcode. He said if Wisey gets the sack tonight because he's pulled a nose out being put into the Uber. Why is he's so look, this is how it runs at this place, right? You have
the asylum.
You have the 4 horsemen of the IBB10, which is myself, the big man right next to me right now, Mike McCaffrey. You have Lee Penn, obviously the original In Bed by 10 Lee Penn, and the Montgomery Burns, right? Yeah, so that's the 4 horsemen. Yeah, what the wise man he's like our JJ Dillon, mate. He's turned up and he's part of it, yeah, and he's part of the crew, but he's the new addition, and we're not having any more members to the 4 horsemen.
He's on trial, isn't he? He's on trial,
yeah. He's like Jeff Jarrett, 1996, joining the 4 horsemen. Like, are we going to keep him? Are we not? We don't know.
But are we going to ever see him again? I'm more concerned as a.
I think he's going to cab all the way to Manchester. I've got this horrible feeling he's going the wrong postcode. Like he's just absolutely earning a fortune out of this journey.
If anyone saw the WhatsApps he was sending the group messages, they were getting deterioratingly worse. Right? And then he was parked in Uber and he said, "Lads, everyone's getting it tonight," and no one's seen him since. Look, so if anyone's out there, serious note, if anyone sees the wise man, approach with care. Okay, approach with care. But I'm gonna let everyone go because I tell you what, guys, you've been amazing tonight. You really have. With the only podcast that managed to get through a pre-season talking shit, winging it. But then that's what you get when you're an award-winning show.
We win every week, mate.
Yeah, mate, it is. I've got some big projects this week. Get on with. I'm going into massive sales mode this week for the companies that I am consulting with at the moment. So yeah, I am focused up. I've got some little gems as well coming. Everyone, thank you. And if Simo's out there, Broadbridge Chief Simo, I've got your email, mate. And yes, this is all coming bang at the weekend. Bang. And then we got new flavors coming as well. Remember this initiative that we will not make any profit on that. We want you to stock it. Why? Because on there is the QR code. That's the key to the kingdom. Not only the award-winning Best League podcast, IBB10 show, but also the third in the country, the SNLF show, which is back on Wednesday with Andy Willis from East Grinstead and Dan the Man Perry, which is going to be big. We've got FA Cup coming up this weekend. We've got loads happening. We've got the first issue of Dugout News hitting as well.
Dugout News?
Yeah, Dugout News, mate. Dugout News, yeah. It's going to be the first.
Magazine on the go.
Yes, first issue.
On.
First issue is happening this weekend on Sunday morning, and that so it will cover everything from step 2 down to step 8. Bill, did you know there was a step 8?
What?
Did you know there was a step 8? I know a man of your caliber has
Step
never
8?
even. Yeah, mate. Do you know why I've done that?
I didn't even know. Step 8. Won't even walk my dog. I'm joking.
I'm a man of the people, mate, and I'm a man of the people. So let's remember that the first ever Dugout News will drop next week, and let's not forget Dugout Data Hub is live. With there, you can stick in your things, and let's also forget my man, SNF Food Guy. If you need your coffee at events or at your club, he does the best coffee out there, and he also does some mad iced tea. But for everyone else, from the project, Wood, the man, the most talked about man in Sussex and non-league football, I'd say. From Lee Penn, who is already in bed by 10. From Monty, who is at the opera tonight. He's taken out his butlers and that. He's given them a night out in the opera. Shout out to Monty, big win in there. And to the wise man, who's not been very wise today. Everyone, guys, thank you so much for watching. Go and follow us on @Dugout AI on YouTube. Go and follow us on the socials. And if you're one of the younger generation, get on Kick.
Right, before we go, right, I just realised something. I am meant to be on a part-time schedule.
I know.
I'm on it every fucking week, and everyone else is having time off.
Mate, try being on 2 a week. And you and me have high-powered jobs, right?
No, I know.
I think it's burnout. And there's people like Penn that has, like, you know, it's his show.
That's a week off, and he comes back like he's been to fucking Hawaii.
Okay. You know what I mean? Monty's having a pedicure and a manicure and that.
Why is he just pissed up? No responsibilities.
I'm now looking for a replacement for Wise Man. If anyone sees that, Aaron, people like
Rin.
I need a week off. Ollie Berry, he'll be a good one from Bill and Zers. He speaks his mind as well, you know. But yeah, I know you're on a part-time schedule, Bill.
I'm meant to be once a month, and I've been on every week, just letting everyone know. So if people don't think I don't care about this podcast or care about the listeners, they're wrong. I'm here every week, even though I'm only meant to be here once a month.
And that is why I love you, Bill. Right, for everyone, have a great evening. Monday's coming. Signing off from the IBB10 boys. Thank you so much for your support. And we just hit 3,073 of you live tonight. Thank you, guys, once again.